What's up, guys? Hey, it's Thursday. Woo!
Is
Thursday. We're almost there. It's Friday fucking Eve.
isn't it
And
Wednesday?
yes, they're talking to me in my ear. Yes, it's Wednesday, but we're recording a day before. Shh. You're ruining the magic.
You're welcome.
We are 6 weeks away from the Blue Ridge Rock Fest effective today, even though today is Thursday. Thanks. But fucking hey, now he got me all rambled. Let's just hit the intro.
Hit it.
System in place to keep us in chains. By show of hands, who else is sick and tired of the same? 1% try to keep us small, try to keep us from getting
Keep on looking at my neighbor's pool.
minimizing the struggles they've caused, saying we're not working hard enough.
Good swing. Take a dip. What you dipping on?
Otherwise, we'll miss the fireworks. There won't be any fireworks. And here we go.
Get it, son. Pack you one.
And welcome everybody to Suck It. I am the great and powerful King of Kings, Prince of all that is awesome, Derek. How the fuck are we doing today on this beautiful Thursday, July 22nd of the year that is 2021? Woo! As I said in the opener, we are 6 weeks away from today from the opening band playing their first chord at Blue Ridge Rock Fest, and we are continuing on with our rising talent showcase here, getting everybody ready and showing off who these bands are. Therefore, they get some fucking tension when they go up on stage those days. Because here, let's face it, you know, everyone's going to want to go see Breaking Benjamin. Everyone's going to want to go see Five Finger.
They are.
But bands like Southbound Beretta, who I have with me today, you might not have heard of. And you might not give them the attention they rightfully deserve. But you know what? After this fucking interview, you will. So you know
You
what?
feel?
Let's just get right fucking to it. Playing day 2 of Blue Ridge Fest on September 10th, the Friday, the band Southbound Beretta.
Right on, man.
What
going
is
on?
up, my dudes and chicks?
Yo,
That's right. There's plenty of them
What?
out there. Listen,
Uh,
how you guys doing?
Good, man. Living the dream out here.
we're big chilling.
Yeah, just hanging out, having ourselves a good Wednesday. Got some drinks poured, having a good time.
Where are you guys at?
Oh, we're based out of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay. So
So Casey and I, lead singer, lead guitarist, and bassist, we live up in the Indy area, and then Cody lives about 2 hours south.
Yeah.
I'm actually really good friends with another indie band. Another indie band. There you go. That's relatively new to the scene out there called the Karma Kids. Have you guys ever heard of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, for
Karma,
sure.
Karma Kids are good friends of mine. They've been on the show.
So,
They've been on the show twice.
I'll
Right
actually
on.
be seeing their guitar player this Saturday, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karma Kids are good guys. I like those
Yeah,
guys.
definitely.
So you know how things been going for you guys. You know, it's been kind of a rough year, and now all of a sudden festivals are back in full swing. So you know, how you guys doing? How's things looking for you guys?
Yeah, not too bad. We were, patiently waiting to play more shows and release more songs and everything like that once things would get a little bit more normal. Past couple months here in Indianapolis, things have been opening up slowly but steadily. So we're getting back out to it. We played up in Chicago last weekend. Playing in Indy in a couple weeks here. So just getting back to normal as slow and safely as possible. It's been kind of a long grind back up to that. But yeah, man, you're just staying on top of it. Got a couple new singles coming out here soon, and then our first full length will be coming out probably September or something like that. So if all goes well.
yeah, and COVID really kind of made things strange. We're actually sitting on a second album fully recorded before we've even released our first full album. So, I mean, that's just really it's really weird. We have 2 albums recorded and we haven't released an album yet. So,
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's, one of the upsides as, to all this is the fact that, as artists, you guys have had plenty of time to write and record and, get together and, come up with the best shit you possibly can, so I guess that's the one upside to all of this,
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know like our most recent single, Redline, that we released probably a little over a month ago. That's something that right as the whole lockdown started. So that's on the album that's coming out in September. And right as the lockdown started, I found myself, locked up for 2.5 months with hardly even leaving the apartment at all, a little 800 square foot apartment. And I found myself, writing, a little bit therapeutically and giving myself something to do and, try to stay, clear, level headed, mentally. So that song kind of was came of the whole COVID stuff, with the lockdowns and kind of bad mental headspaces and things like that. So yeah, with that, we had more time than we could ever imagine. Obviously getting the opportunity to write a whole nother album before we even released our first and have it recorded and ready to go, is a super rare and unique situation to be in.
And so rock and roll.
Yeah.
And so rock and roll, dude.
But we're excited on it and we're making the best of it and promoting and releasing shit, as fast as possible.
I'd say for me, I guess I was actually just like join this band as well too. So I've only been in this band for at least like, what do you say, like a month and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it sounds right.
But yeah, join this band, and then 3 weeks in, we're going to record a whole entire album. And I was like totally gun ho for it. I literally would sit there for hours of the day, like just prepping up for that album. And we went down there and we killed it. We got some really good tunes in the works. That's 100% facts.
Well,
going down.
If the album is anything like the single Redline, man,
oh dude,
that song is fucking banging.
Yeah, so Redline's a great transition song. That song almost went on this new album, and we actually hit our buddy Jordan up, Jordan Furr. I mean, what bands did he produce? Obviously, his own band Forevermore. That's a really big band from around here, but we hit him back up and went back in there to do Redline, put it on the old album. We were like, we just have to get this one out. So that's the transition point. Basically, the new album takes Redline, but steps it up a notch with every single song. So that's an overdrive. That's the direction we're heading toward with the new album. And it's weird too because I'm still stoked on the old songs, but when we release those, I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm ready for the new stuff to come out because it's like 5 times better.
Yeah. So you know what? Here, so we're gonna go ahead and do this.
I was just cracking up at 5 times. That's fucking...
So we're gonna go ahead and do this for the podcast listeners on the way to work, on the way home from work, whatever. Let's go ahead and play Redline right now. And for you YouTube people who are actually watching on your phone right now, have the power to Google it yourself, and that's what you're gonna fucking do.
Do it.
For everybody else, you get to listen to it. But no, that is a hell of a tune.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, and one thing I'm like I said before, doing this whole prelude to the show and getting introducing you guys to the rest of the people that have tickets already, because it's already fucking sold out. 160,000 tickets sold. Again,
insane.
One of the problems that I've always seen with festivals and even just regular concerts is people not showing up early enough or taking the time to see the other bands. They're just there for that one band or those 2 bands in a day, and they don't give other bands recognition. So the whole idea behind this, again, like I said, was to just get you guys out there in front of everybody. Therefore, they know who you are. But at the same time, for me as well, because I'm curious too. It's like, okay, who are these guys? I can listen to your music all day long, but who the fuck are you? And that's where this comes in, and I'm really excited so far.
Dude, I think it's a killer idea, and I had listened to I think your 3 or 4 most recent episodes just to kind of get a feel for it. And I'm just super appreciative of you doing this and, you know, kind of giving the Rising Act bands and the DIY bands, you know, a chance, you know, to get to know us a little better, you know, get some people excited to see us at Blue Ridge and, you know, our other dates, you know, all across the country coming up in the fall and moving into winter. I just think it's a really fucking awesome thing of you to do, man. And it's we're excited to be here and excited you're doing this for the Rising Axe bands.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
mean, it's been something I've been doing for a while. You know, if you go back through my entire catalog of 200 plus episodes,
Mhm.
the majority of my stuff, I always talk to indie bands. And because I love that. I love talking to new up and coming acts because I never know what's going to happen next. That's how I was able to hook up with Karma Kids, and a bunch of other indie bands, just through doing this show. And I fucking love doing that. And when I saw this opportunity, to, you know, I'm going to this show, might as well, you know, get some fun shit out of it, so might as well.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well,
Sure,
to be
man.
honest with you, it wasn't my idea at all. It was actually my girlfriend's idea.
There we
Ah,
go.
shit.
So
You got some help up in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's all Mary's, you know, idea. I got to give credit to Mary. She's the one who did it all.
Right on,
Heck
man.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks to whoever had the idea. It's a really great idea.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've really even seen like, or really just heard of people actually like doing that around the indie area. At least me personally, I'm not from the indie area, but still, I like have not seen anything like that. I think I actually seen you pop up from Karma Kids. Actually, I think I listened to that. It was like a few months ago at least. But I remember like when they put it out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check out my boys. So
Yeah, we did. I did, like I said, 2 episodes with them. I did one just a random interview with them, come from their PR people, and then I
yeah, I think
hooked back up
was
with
it
them
you
again.
with was it you? I think it was you, John, and Zach, wasn't it?
No,
Like at least one of them.
no, there was all 4 of them at one point, and then
Oh,
when
shoot.
I did the album preview party with them as well. To
Right
where
on.
I got to to play some of their songs, and
Heck yeah.
before they went live.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a cool show. I enjoyed that because I didn't listen to
Sure.
the album beforehand, so I was listening to it for the very first time so I was reacting to it live, and it was fucking amazing.
Actually,
so sick.
I think I played their first show as Karma Kids with them actually up in Anderson.
Nice.
So I think that was a good show. That was a really good turnout. They're at like some kind of like VFW, but like there's somebody up there that like it's like a little festival basically, and they throw it on like every single year. We did I can't remember what one was. I know one was for St. Patty's Day, and then they had like a second event like that, but it was like a ton of bands, and then like people really showed up, so it was a good time.
Yeah, I love it when people show up for indie acts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely,
you know,
dude.
It's one of those things where, you know, it's that hometown vibe, but at the same time, you know, people are going out to appreciate good music, regardless of whether or not they're on a big label or indie label or
Exactly.
they put it out themselves. And because again, indie music has been around this whole time, this last year and a half, when the big bands really haven't done much for us. And no offense to any of those guys, they have big upper management and contracts at Capitol and all this other shit they have to fucking deal with. Lots of red tape. So it's not a knock on them, but you guys and other bands that have taken the time to write music through fucking email and and Dropbox and everything else like that in order to put albums together is phenomenal to me.
Yeah, man,
It's definitely a
it's
step
something
up.
that we definitely had to put our foot down, as a band. Casey and I were the 2 members, that are still there from that point. Because our first single, Southbound, came out the Friday before stuff shut down. So we kind of had this opportunity. We're like, yeah, we're gonna promote the shit out of this. We didn't know if it was 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. We're just kind of going with the flow. And we were saying how I remember hitting Casey up. I was like, do we want to put the gas down further, or do we want to hold up a little bit, like not necessarily hiatus, but something like that? And Casey was like, dude, let's just do it. We got these singles, let's start cranking them out. So in the first 2.5 months of the whole coronavirus lockdown stuff, we released Southbound Drive and Name on a Bullet by the time June of 2020 came around. And we're expanding our fan base, while, like you're saying, the bigger bands, and no shame on them, but the bigger bands are just sitting there playing video games each night, and that's awesome. I like video games, don't get me wrong, but
Exactly,
we said, what, let's put the the pedal down and see where we can get this.
Yeah, I would say going off of that, we used COVID as an opportunity to do whatever we could. I mean, like I said, we have 2 albums done. So like, you know, Mike was saying, we just put the pedal to the metal and just everything we could do, we just hit it super hard. So you know, saving time on like, you know, in-person rehearsals and in-person writing and everything, we used more for promotion, trying to get shows set up for when we thought COVID would kind of, you know, trail off, go away. So yeah.
And unfortunately, it's coming back again, so hopefully it won't affect anything, though.
Yeah, let's just get Blue Ridge in, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, we had the first set of you know, festivals this past weekend in Wisconsin with Rockfest. So, you know, I guess in 2 weeks we'll find out, you know, how bad it was or how good it was or anything else like that. So hopefully, you know, the rest of these festivals will go off without a hitch, you know?
For sure, man. Yeah, you know, fingers crossed it all goes well, and, you know, safety's a priority, and, you know, it's a good situation for everyone attending.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. And one of the things, you know, I've been mentioning as far as like all these other festivals go, the majority of the rest of them are all DWP Danny Winterberg Presents you know, shows. Like Incarceration is the same weekend as this one, and then we've got Welcome to Rockville down in Daytona Beach. We've got, you know, Aftershock. We've got, you know, this and that, Louder Than Life. You know, we got all these other ones going on. But where my biggest props go to Blue Ridge is that it's an indie festival.
For sure.
And they took the time to not just book all these gigantic bands, but they went above and beyond and did something that Danny Wimmer has not done, and book all you types of guys to where if we took out all the big bands, we'd still have 4 days worth of event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like
impressive.
Hands down the most, like, I guess you'd say like smaller bands compared to like these more touring kind of bands. Definitely the most like more, I guess you could say, like you said, indie, more like indie kind of bands like that than I've ever seen on a festival, at least one time. I've never seen that many.
Yeah, it's definitely cool that they're doing that, and, you know, even without opportunities like this, with, you know, you promoting us, you know, smaller DIY bands, just having that opportunity to be on the same bill as some bands that we've listened to for, you know, 25 years is just unbelievably just mind-blowing still. So it's definitely the coolest festival I've seen them, you know, in that respect. And not to mention, you know, the headliners are just bonkers too. So it's gonna be out of control.
Yeah,
Rob Zombie, dude.
That's
Limp Bizkit.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You
Oh,
know,
dude.
to remind everybody of who's going to be there on day 2, just day 2 alone. You know, Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit, Rise Against, I Prevail, Chevelle, Anthrax, Asking Alexandria, Klutz, Motionless in White, Atreyu, Seven Dust, Fever 333, Knocked Loose, Fozzy, fucking Chris Jericho, god damn it, Crown the Empire, Bad Omens, Non-Point, Light the Torch. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on.
That is just insane.
That's just Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ears will be bleeding
Insane.
going into Saturday. That's all I know. But
I can't wait.
What? I'm kidding.
I mean, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, are you guys hanging out all 4 days, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we are.
Plan.
And yeah, we're gonna be there the whole time. And Friday, like when they're booking it, they don't tell us who else is on our day. And as it was coming out, I was like, holy crap, we actually have a lot of homies on the same day as us. Like I don't know, Knocked Loose. I mean, they're from essentially Louisville, Oldham, and I mean, we've spent a lot of time with those guys. Bad Omens, one of our buddies is on their crew. I mean, our buddy Sam Kirby's going to be there that night for the next day with Ice Nine Kills. He's on their crew. So I was like stoked when I saw like who they were announcing. I'm like, sick. We're going to have a lot of friends there.
Yeah. In that day, I feel like, you know, kind of piggybacking what Casey's saying, that day as we're figuring out the lineup for Friday, and once they finally, you know, released it, you know, completely, just the rock bands on there that are similar crowds to us. Like, I don't think we could have been on a better day, really. So Clutch, yeah. You know, it's
Clutch,
it's
yes.
just gonna be nuts, man. Friday's gonna be killer.
It will be. And but at the same time though, I mean, all 4 days, I can't pick my favorite day.
I agree.
I mean,
It's
especially
stacked.
especially
It's so
like
stacked, dude.
especially Sunday. I mean, Sunday for me is going to be probably one of my best because I mean that's the day that Ice Nine Kills plays, and
Yeah.
they're one of my absolute fucking favorite bands right now.
They put on a really good
Right
show.
on.
They put on a really good show.
I've seen them
They're
now
killer.
3 times up to this point,
Heck yeah.
and man, this fourth time is going to be fucking phenomenal. I just can't wait.
For sure, man. Yeah, and we'll definitely be there all 4 days. You know, drinking beers, playing beer pong, you know, hanging out with everyone. You know, it's we're not leaving early. That's one thing I know for sure is that festival. All 4 days are just absolutely unreal. And
It's gonna
even
be crazy, man.
even if I wasn't playing, I probably would still be going to this festival. So like,
Yeah.
you bet your bottom dollar I'll be there all 4 days. I promise you that.
Oh yeah, we can all camp and hang out and drink beer together and
100%,
Very down.
dude.
just it's gonna be a stupid fucking time, man. I mean,
Gosh.
I've I joined a Discord server for everyone that's camping, and man, people are just like they are off the rails excited for this event. I mean, it's
For sure.
crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. I'm on a couple different like Blue Ridge fan pages and things like that on Facebook, and just seeing the excitement around it. A couple buddies I'd met down at a festival called Exit 111. I met them a couple of years ago. They're coming out for Blue Ridge, and just like seeing this excitement, not only just be a normal human being again, but to see live music again, then connect with fans, friends, stuff like that again. It's just gonna be an unreal weekend, man. I can't get here soon enough, but
One, definitely one for the books. Stories for
That's
the
right.
grandkids, as they say.
story
Yeah.
for the grandkids.
Yeah, I was a rock and roller.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is going to be one for the books, man. I mean, especially for me, since the show started, my show started, it's been a year and a half now, 230 episodes.
Right
I
on,
haven't
man.
had a chance to, go to a show since the show started. So this will be my first show as, doing the show. So it's like, okay, I want to work and get, talk to as many bands as I can, meet some of my, these people that I listen to on a daily basis and,
Right.
talk to them and all this other stuff. But at the same time, I'm ready to be a fan again, at the same time.
Dude, and don't miss out on that. You know
Oh,
what I
no.
mean? Like it's gonna be awesome for you to get to meet some of the bands you've interviewed, meet us and everything. But like,
But man,
don't miss out
that-
on your Ice Nine Kills. Don't miss out on banging your head to the other bands you're waiting to see.
yeah,
Oh,
We'll
I
drink
mean,
beer, starting at
all
8 a.m.
about
You'll
that
see the whole
experience,
set.
dude.
well, there's 2 things that I definitely want to do when I get there. Well, 3 things, I should say 3. So above and beyond everybody else, I'm going to get backstage. I'm going to be able to do all the things I want to do. But there's 3 things that if I only got to choose 3, these are the 3 I would go and do. Number 1, I want to meet and talk to Spencer. That dude from Ice Nine Kills is just absolutely
yeah.
phenomenal. So getting to talk to him is number 1 on my list. Number 2 on my list is talking to Josh from Bad Flower. Bad Flower is actually the band that literally saved my life. I had a suicide attempt on
kidding.
November 2nd, 2018. And I was actually driving in my car, and I was going to drive off a cliff up here in Virginia. And as I was pressing that gas pedal, going as fast as I fucking could, was listening to Octane, and Ghost came on the radio.
Wow.
And that is, I am not a spiritual, I am not a God person, I am not a religious person in any which way, shape, or form. But somebody came to me that day and said, listen to this anti-suicide song that you already love and
yeah.
know, but here it is again as you're doing this. And honestly, I just want to go up to Josh and just say thank you.
For sure, man. That's a extremely powerful story, man. And it's one of those
Definitely, dude.
it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if it's a spiritual, religious, whatever, but something had your back that day. You know what I mean? If it's a higher power, if it's a guardian angel, I don't know. Whatever your thing is, but I personally believe something had your back that day, and getting
too.
that song on at that time, man, that story actually just gave me chills, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, and then the same thing, I want to talk to Ronnie Radke about the same thing, because Popular Monster was another song that, pulled me out of some really dark times over the last year.
Man,
And So yeah, I mean, as someone with bipolar disorder, PTSD, and anxiety, music is a crutch for me to be able to live my daily life, and to be able to talk to these people that have helped pull me out of these things. That's what I want to do.
That's amazing, man. It's a great opportunity for you to do that, man. Like, especially those two, specific examples. That's going to be really incredible, dude. I'm excited for you to have that, opportunity to meet those guys. That's going to be killer.
Yeah. And I said this the other day, too, when I was talking to Semper Service. I said to him, I go, when Ghost comes on and he start playing that song live, I'm gonna cry like a fucking baby.
That's all right, man. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna grab my girlfriend and be like,
"This is my song."
Ain't no shame. I mean, I saw them.
Hey, he's good. He's really good.
Well, I saw them 2 years ago. Actually, like 5 months after my suicide attempt, I saw them with Nothing More, and I was there with my daughter. It was the day before I was having neck surgery, believe it or not. As soon as they started that song started playing, it gave me chills. So I can't wait to hear it live again.
For sure, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be killer.
So, you guys already played your first event back. You guys played Chicago and a bunch of other things right now. What's other than Blue Ridge, what else you got going on in the next couple months?
Yeah, so Blue Ridge is definitely our priority. Getting ready for that, making sure our set's ready to go. But we have a show on August 19th in Indy at the Melody Inn, playing with a band from Texas, Black Heart Saints.
Yeah, I think that's it. Black Heart Saints.
So it's Thursday night. We're playing that show. Then other than that, we had a festival on Labor Day that got canceled just recently. I think that might be it, but we're always booking shows and everything anywhere around the Midwest, random weekend runs and things like that. But pretty much, if I'm being honest, just getting ready for Blue Ridge, making sure the set's ready to roll. That's our main focus, looking towards that. And then, behind the scenes, printing CDs and some more merch and everything, getting ready to release that first album.
Yeah, Blue Ridge is going to be huge for you guys as well as all the other bands that are going to be on, have been on my show that are playing this Rising Talent stuff. I mean, over the next 6 weeks, I'm literally talking just about everybody, and I'm so stoked for you guys because the things that could happen. I mean, fuck, whether or not one of the labels is there and here's you guys and an A&R rep says, come sign with us. Aside from all that, 160,000 potential people have the opportunity to see you.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
it could just absolutely rocket strap you straight to the fucking moon. Just as an indie band and say, fuck the labels, I'm doing this on our own. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much potential there for growth and having the opportunity that you guys have right now.
I think either way, like, it doesn't matter to me anyways. I don't think it really matters the size of the crowd. Either way, like, playing that is definitely going to be something good, like, just for like the band resume, just in general, man. Like, and the fact that, like, I guarantee it'll probably catch some buzz either way. And that's a big festival, man. It's just, I still can't wrap my head around it. It's just too crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be killer, man. And Derek, as you're saying, just having that opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just to do it.
If there's 10,000 people walking past us to go hear Chevelle or Clutch or whatever, and they're like, hey, this song doesn't suck, and they stop and listen to us not suck for a song or two. Like, I think that opportunity alone, just getting our music legitimately out there, no gatekeepers, no playlist managers, no nothing, just legitimately out there. I think that's going to be a opportunity unlike anything that this band's had quite yet. So we're just beyond ourselves excited.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the things I've been trying to, tell people. It's like, you're not going to like every single band that are on the mainstream, part of the card. When you're not doing those bands, if you don't want to go see Chevelle, if you don't want to go see Clutch, or if you don't want to see Fever or whatever, just take a stroll over to the Rising Star stage and give these guys attention. You don't know if you're going to like them or not. You might not. You might hate Southbound Beretta.
Right.
Go get yourself a pretzel and cheese and come check out Southbound Beretta. Boy.
Exactly. But you won't know if you're going to hate them or not until you listen to them. So,
God dang it.
I mean, fuck. I mean, you guys got me horny and hard before we even started the show. So you know.
Hey, we have a way with our words and pretzels with cheese.
Daddy.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
I don't get to see my girlfriend until Saturday. Please don't call me daddy right now. It's gonna get me driving up. Let's grab my
Derek,
nipples.
why you all riled up? I just got home. Oh, I interviewed Southbound Beretta again.
Them Southbound Beretta boys got me a chub, boy. Just
I'm gonna have to, I'm going to the goddamn hospital because I'm gonna have a chub for more than 4 hours and be like,
That's right.
Have that shit drained.
That's what we do.
You should try like lifting a sink or something. I think I've seen that in the movie. But
What?
wait, I think that's Blue Balls. What?
Cody, I think you're thinking of something else there,
I don't know
buddy.
what you're thinking.
Something like that. I watched somebody lift a sink though. Apparently it's supposed to help relieve pressure or something, dude.
How the fuck do you lift a sink with a fucking hard dick? What the
Cody,
fuck?
I've got so many questions, but we're not asking them right now.
Muscles. A lot of muscle, dude.
I feel like you said that purposefully to be confusing.
That's my life, dude.
We'll go with that.
Oh, I just spit on my phone.
Oh, dang.
Live action. Live action.
I don't know how to come back from that.
Yeah, Derek, see, once you get us in a rabbit hole, we'll go down it.
Sorry, guys.
You started talking about chubs, and here we are 2 minutes later talking about lifting sinks and stuff and spitting on our
And
phones.
This is the podcast. Okay. He's still in there wheezing.
That's all right.
If somebody like brand new to my show listened like all 5 days, Monday through Friday,
This is gonna be it. This is the hit.
Yep.
Think about it.
Yep. This is the one.
They're gonna walk away going, "This show is a fucking train wreck." He always talks about how he's where music meets mental health, but yet he is dirty as fuck too. I don't understand what this guy's doing.
Hey, that's all right.
Rock and roll,
Comedic
blue
value
balls,
this week.
mental health. We're good.
It is because let's be real. Let's dial it in for a second. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of the whole point of my show, again, which is where mental health meets music. If I talked about that nonstop, it would be boring as fuck.
Sure.
So doing this kind of stuff, absolutely, I absolutely adore. I mean, where else am I gonna get my rocks off like this?
I'll take it.
Well, I mean, to that point too, like, kind of circling back to the mantra of the show, like, we as a band, and as three friends, like, we always kind of use music as a release. You know what I mean? Like, Friday night, we have the show, our fans come to the show, our friends come to the show, and it's, an hour set where they can just drink beer and dance around and have a good time. And so it's almost fitting that your Southbound Beretta interview is a release from the super serious stuff, because we're down for that too. But I think it's important to, for our 1 hour
Show the real colors.
Or 1 hour, podcast here is, letting go for a little bit. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad that's on brand.
Exactly. Normally, I just use my girlfriend for a release, but like I said, she's not here.
Like, I'm just glad you called me your friend.
Yeah.
She's gonna listen to this and call me tomorrow and be like, "What the fuck, Derek?
What happened? What happened?
What are you doing?" I'm gonna have to warn her. Like, babe, I talked about you a lot on the show.
Oh, that's all right. That's fine with us.
She won't care. She thinks it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Now I don't know where to go next. You guys have thrown me for a loop.
You're welcome.
So, other than Bad Flower and Ice Nine Kills, what's one of your favorite bands or your most excited bands to see at Blue Ridge?
Breaking Benjamin again.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean,
There's just
yeah. I mean, Breaking Benjamin is, in the last 20 years, man, they have just done so many good things. Like I said, Falling in Reverse is another one that I cannot wait to see. I mean, I'm not looking forward to, I said this the other day too, but no offense to those guys, I'm not looking forward to Limp Bizkit. I know people who love Limp
Oh
Bizkit,
man,
and no offense.
I'm about it.
See, I'm no offense to
I'm about it.
See, I'm no offense to anybody that does. They were cool back in the day, but other than $3 bill, y'all, I was never really a big fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, play me some $3 bill, y'all, with some counterfeit and shit. I'm all about it. But other than that, I'm not the biggest Limp Bizkit fan.
Yeah, that's fair,
Gotcha.
man. And it's funny, I never was huge into them until they were announced on Blue Ridge, and I was like, well, let me give them a chance because Break Stuff, right? Or
Yeah, break stuff.
Break
Yeah.
stuff.
So I've always known that song and everything, and I hadn't really gotten super into them, and so I feel like for me, yeah, I knew the George Michael cover too. So like for me, this is my first time getting into them, and it's still not my thing, but like, I'd be lying if I said I don't get hammered and play Rollin', and
Oh yeah.
blast the windows open and crank it up. Like that song still gets me a little stoked.
Yeah, I seen them once. It was like 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. They were with Metallica, Linkin Park, and Mudvayne.
Oh, that's insane.
It was.
Dude,
a
I heard.
weird
I think
show.
Mudvayne. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think Mudvayne's actually making like a serious comeback. I think they're actually on that bill too for Blue Ridge.
No, they're not on Blue Ridge. They are DWP exclusives. They're playing
Yeah.
Louder
Gotcha.
Than Life, Aftershock, Incarceration, and Welcome to Rockville.
That's wild. Either way.
Yeah. So yeah, that is one thing that I'm missing from all this, but I get it. They're exclusive to that, so I get it. But I did see Limp Bizkit with them once, and they put on a hell of a show, and they know how to get a crowd going. So like I said, I might not be the biggest fan. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I will be there just because it's gonna be fucking amazing. I know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also Lamb of God. I've never seen them. I'm really looking forward to that.
I've never seen them either.
Oh,
Lamb of God's probably my favorite metal band, and I've seen them probably four or five times now. And I've seen him with Chris Adler playing with I think Art Cruz is the new drummer.
Yep.
I've seen him, over the years a little bit, and every single time it's just beyond good. They're stupid good. They won't disappoint. I promise you that.
Yeah. Trivium is another one. I'm actually used to be
For sure.
good friends with the lead singer Matt.
Oh no way.
That was a long time ago. I doubt he would even remember me. I was friends with him through a ex-girlfriend of mine.
Got you.
He went to school with her. Hailstorm's another one. A Day to Remember is another one.
Yeah.
I Prevail. I mean, there's too many to even say. I mean, one that I'm really, really looking forward to is Ice-T and Body Count.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah.
Cypress Hill too, dude. Cypress Hill's gonna be on there. of all
That's
people.
another one too.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
I want to jump around. Let's do it.
Dr. Green Thumb is coming to town, dude.
Well, I was supposed to see that iteration of Cypress Hill / Rage Against the Machine / Public Enemy that was they were doing that thing a couple years back. I can't remember what they were called. Prophets
I'll
of
get
Rage.
That's it. Yeah.
Prophets
Prophets
of
of
Rage.
Rage.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be opening up for Avenged Sevenfold before
Great band.
Matt got sick. And so I was gonna see that, but then they've since broke up. So, but seeing Cypress Hill by themselves is gonna be pretty badass.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be unreal, dude. Are you into the Ghost Inside at all?
I haven't listened to them too much.
Okay. So they were one of my favorite like hardcore metalcore bands, whatever you want to call them, back in the day. I opened up for them probably 10 years ago in indie and stuff. Super nice dudes. Then the whole bus crash thing was just as unfortunate as it gets, and not that you would wish that upon anyone, but they were the least deserving of something so tragic like that. So just to be able to see them on their comeback and playing shows again. That's super important to me. So I'm pretty excited to see them on Thursday, I think.
Yeah, they're on Thursdays, Bill. They're directly leading into Day to Remember and then Breaking Benjamin.
That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. Another one too is Black Label Society.
Oh yeah, I've seen them a couple times.
I've seen them
They're
one
unreal.
other time at a Ozfest tour, and man, fucking, Zach Wilde is a god.
He's ridiculous.
Yes.
Dude, it's like redonkulous.
He's ridiculous. Yeah, I try to. Recently, I was trying to kind of figure out how he does his tone, and I was doing a ton of research, and I was trying to play even some of the most rudimentary, solo licks of his. I'm just like, I'm embarrassing myself, man. Like he is just stupid good. But
Yeah, I don't even. I heard once that he plays an open E.
I think for a
Not
couple
sh-
songs.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but he's all over the place. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
thing that I know for I know that one specific set, but that's it. But you can
Yeah.
never tell because he's just all over the place.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. They have some songs that are in pretty low tunings too. So he like you're saying, he is just way all over the place, man. He's unbelievably good.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just be real. I mean, the whole fucking weekend is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and the fact that you guys, like I said, are the same day as Chris Jericho and Motionless and Asking Alexandria, who I'm really looking forward.
I'm
to.
still up in this. Sorry, my buddy Wasted just
That's
came
okay.
up first.
Asking Alexandria is another one that I'm really, really looking forward to. So
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, to be able to be on the same card, just have your name listed on that same card, there's got to be just an emotional feeling.
Oh, for sure,
100%.
man.
Like the
Yeah.
fact that we're playing with Rob Zombie, man, like just brings me back to days like honestly just cruising around in my dad's truck, like going down back roads, like just going somewhere. Like that was like my dad's kind of stuff, and that's like really what I grew into. And of
Yeah.
course, like I mean, even bands like Chevelle, dude, Seven Dust, like that's all like other bands I listened to, like for years now, like that I can even really remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Unfortunately, I had the great honor, unfortunately, of pretty much growing up in Florida. I was originally from Ohio, which is the much better Midwestern state. Sorry.
Okay.
But I had the privilege and honor of growing up in Florida, which absolutely was horrendous. But one of the things that growing up in Orlando is if you're a rock fan, you can't go to a show without seeing Seven Dust. So I've seen Seven Dust. I don't even know how many times. I
They're
can't even
so
count it.
good. They
So
are so good.
to see them again, live again, is going to be unreal. But like, I think I've seen them more times than I've seen my favorite band of all time, which is Avenged.
Oh,
Those
nice.
Sevenfold
Yeah.
puts on a hell of a show too.
Oh my
Yeah, they're
god,
killer.
I've seen Avenged
You got
Sevenfold
to-
6 or 7 times, but I've seen
Man,
Seven Dust at least 10 times.
that's so rad, dude.
So I'm really,
Yeah, I think for me too, like two bands I'm really looking forward to are Breaking Ben and Chevelle. They're two bands that somewhat similar to your Ice Nine Kills and Bad Flower. Kind of were there for you in shitty times. You know what I mean? So I've seen both of them, probably 5 times each, but that doesn't mean every single time I get to see them, it's not, if they play certain songs, it doesn't hit just as hard. So for those, and I haven't seen Breaking Ben in probably 8 years or so, probably maybe more, honestly.
I
So.
saw him 3 years
Never
ago.
seen him live. Never seen him live.
Yeah, I saw Breaking Benjamin 3 years ago with Five Finger, Bad Wolves, and Nothing More.
Man,
Yeah, they're killer, man. I can't wait for that set.
Yeah, one thing that they did at that set, and I'm hoping they do again, was at one point they stopped playing their own music, and for 30 minutes straight, they did nothing but play covers. But the cool thing about it was Ben did Smells Like Teen Spirit, but then after that, he kind of fell back behind everybody, and everyone else got to sing a song of their choosing and got to play frontman for a little bit and kind of just do this really weird, ensemble of weirdness of just everybody else doing songs, and
Yeah.
Ben just kind of wasn't even out front. He was just back there helping out with guitar. And I thought that was really kind of cool and a really interesting way to be a frontman and say, you know what? It's their time to shine. I'm going to take a step back. And I thought that was really cool.
That's killer, man. I saw them do a cover of Dream On by Aerosmith in 2010. Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
and it was nuts. And like, I don't know if they do it very often at all. I remember Ben was sick that show. This is probably literally 2009, 2010. And it was one of the best live covers I've ever seen, man. So I mean, it's probably picking a needle out of a haystack there, but if they could do that at Blue Ridge, that would be just great. If you're listening, Ben. Hint, hint.
They actually just released a new song, a new cover with, I believe, Diamante. That is absolutely sick. What is the name of that damn song? Because I was listening to it the other day, and I'm like, whoa, what is this?
I gotta check it out.
what is the name of that? Oh, they did it was them and Diamante. They did a cover of the Goo Goo Dolls' Iris.
I heard that.
Okay.
Yeah. Was that
Okay.
like last summer or something?
No,
Or
I think it was
last fall?
pretty recent. No, Google's not giving me.
I might be thinking of something else.
No, I think it was pretty recent.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it is a killer song. Which was probably one of the only good Goo Goo Doll songs. Sorry, if anyone's a Goo Goo Doll fan. But Iris is a fantastic song, but
It is.
man,
Oh, yeah.
Ben and Diamante do a killer version of it. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah, it's amazing.
All right.
And-
Question. Oh, sorry. Question for everyone: who would you add to Blue Ridge if you could add one band? This is a question for everyone here.
Do I have to go first? Is that what you gave me the mic?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me think. All right. Casey goes.
Well, even though the singer is a prick, and this is kind of weird for Blue Ridge, Third Eye Blind.
I do love Third Eye Blind.
I love Third Eye
Wait,
Blind,
wait.
too.
An
They
active
got so
band?
many-
Like active or non-active? Active. Oh, I'm gonna go. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's gonna be surprised by this. Casey might not. I'm going Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's my pick.
Be wild.
Honestly, I was like, I would not have been shocked if they were on this with how many festivals they play.
yeah,
They're playing Rockville too.
yeah, they're playing Rockville. I mean, they're Florida boys, so yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour south of them.
Yep.
Man, I would say Blackstone Cherry. I like Blackstone Cherry a lot.
That'd be sick.
Wait a minute, isn't Blackstone Cherry on the card?
I wish, dude. I wish.
I thought they were for some reason. Maybe not.
Probably.
No,
Yeah, like
maybe
just
not,
like
yeah.
I recently actually got to like meet those guys. I would say it's probably been about a year, but I actually got like to meet those guys down in Kentucky, and they played. It was them, the band called the Georgia Thunderbolts, and the Josephines. But it was like a damn near a sold out show, and I actually got to meet them. Got to meet John Fred and I can't remember their bassist's last name, but it's John. I know his name is John as well. But all super really cool dudes. I actually got to go hang out with them like backstage, like on the tour bus and stuff too. So that was a real moment for sure.
What did you do on the tour bus?
We smoked a lot of weed.
I already knew the answer. I asked the question because I knew the answer.
Cody, do you understand that's illegal?
We're
God.
in Illinois.
So who would I add? All right. So first off, I would say this. I'm gonna, even though we said active, I'm gonna go ahead and do something. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Instead of having Phil Anselmo and the Illegals, I would love to be able to see Vinny and Dime back from the
Oh,
dead and
dude.
being able to see
Oh my
Pantera.
goodness.
I mean, yeah. That'd be an
It's
easy-
not gonna be the full experience, but still, man,
Yeah,
like
no.
just to be able to hear Pantera songs like that, man.
Yeah. At least we got Phil, being able to do, the original lead
Yeah.
singer stuff. But
For
if
sure.
if I could change anything, that would be the one thing I would change. But if I was going to add an active band to it, it would have to be I'd have to go Avenged. Because last time I saw
Yeah.
them was with Metallica, and I didn't get to see them.
That'd be
And they
sick.
had a shorter set because they were playing, as a direct opener to Metallica. They were there with Volbeat. And then their stage tour got canceled after the fact because, like I said, Matt got sick. So it's been 3 years since I've seen them, and I would love to be able to see what they're out there doing now. So I would say Avenged.
Okay. Yeah, they were my favorite metal band for a while back in the day. Probably my favorite active band even. They're nuts, man. Their older stuff, especially for me, is just, unlike anything else. They're freaking killer.
Yeah, I mean, currently, even though they haven't released anything in a while, and even though, The Stage wasn't exactly the best album of their release history, they're still my favorite of all time as of right now.
Yeah, and there was good
yeah.
songs on that album too.
There
you know what I mean?
was.
Like, yeah, I don't think they've ever put out a dud album. Like,
Oh,
not even-
no. But,
not
I
even
would
close.
definitely say that, The Stage was definitely one of their, one of my least favorites, but it's not
Yeah,
a dud
I
by
agree.
any means. No, yeah.
I agree.
The White Album, the self-titled is my favorite.
Self-titled. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Almost Easy. Man, that song is just awesome. I know I learned how to play that one when that album actually came out. I don't know if I still know how to play it, but I know I learned it at one point in time.
That's such a killer tune. I mean,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the fact that you know, they played a song. They had a song "Afterlife" on that album, and
Oh yeah.
coincidentally, it's one of the the last songs that Jimmy performed with him and recorded live with him before he passed away.
Yep.
It's just it's kind of eerie and dark to think about it like that.
Yeah, man, and that song definitely took him to a whole nother level too. Like I remember that was on like Rock Band and stuff like that, or one of those games. And I feel like that's kind of right as they just went out to the stratosphere, and that was 2009 that album came out or something. It's a while ago.
Close enough.
That one came out in 2009. Yes.
Yeah.
No. That one came out before 2009. That one came out like
Okay.
2006,
Man.
2007.
Yeah, I was
2009
in
was
high school.
Nightmare.
I tell you who's really due for a
2010,
new album though.
2009,
Red Hot Chili Peppers is due for an album. I've been talking about that the past couple days. Now I think about it.
I'm sorry,
They
but I would buy a Red Hot Chili Peppers album in a heartbeat just to throw it in the trash.
Oh, dude, I have them.
Daddy!
I have them embedded on my skin, dude. Hold on, I'm just gonna show it. Show a little cleavage for you.
Cody's
bud.
stripping.
These guys are about to fight.
I'm embedded, dude. I'm a fan for life, man.
Cody, are you gonna fight Derek when you meet him at Blue Ridge?
We may arm wrestle, man.
Cody-
They're,
Well,
they're
Cody's the
well,
least fighter person.
so
I
I've
don't know
ever
if you
good,
can
dude.
see it from here, but I do have my skull bat. Oh wait, hold on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got
Oh, what is-
my skull bat here for Avenged.
heck
What if
yeah.
Eric had a tattoo and it was the same symbol as Cody's, except it was crossed out.
No Red Hot Chili Peppers allowed.
Fuck
Said,
Anthony
"Get
Kiedis.
out!
Fuck that
Get
guy.
out!"
He,
That's
he's-
another one of them bands that's very like versatile, dude. Like that band can fit in anywhere.
You're right, and Anthony Kiedis can write lyrics for just about any riff as long as he goes down, ching, down, 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 down.
Oh yeah.
If he does that, he's got a number one
He's got a
hit.
hit.
Damn, when did you invite Anthony Kiedis to the Zoom, Derek? That sounded just like him.
You filling in?
Everyone, do your best corn vocals impression. What's his name? Jonathan.
Jonathan Davis.
I can't do
Jonathan
it, dude.
Davis, yeah. Jonathan Davis. Ooh, wop, wop.
I know Casey's setting this one. He's alley-ooping himself. Go for it.
It's not that good.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
No, you set yourself up.
You go first, then I'll do it.
I don't know any corn songs. That's a lie, but go ahead.
Someone set me up. How's one go?
That was it. That was it.
Spot on, Casey.
I'm done.
Casey goes.
Casey
I'm
farted.
I'm done. Oh, I'm on Mike's janky futon. I'm leaning to the left real hard.
Yeah, there's fart noises coming out here like crazy.
Get a grip. Goodness. Hello.
Derek, you
Oh,
still there?
There we go. Sorry.
There we
Um,
go. Hello, darkness, my friend.
I muted myself and forgot to unmute myself. You guys have been fucking amazing this last hour, and I really truly appreciate it.
For sure, man.
I cannot wait to see you guys on September 10th at the show. Meet you guys.
You will.
We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna
We're getting drunk.
we're
Derek.
gonna get drunk. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal, and I just can't wait to get in front of everybody and just party, grill, and eat and
Hang
drink
out,
and
dude.
hang out and smoke some weed and
Yeah.
fucking listen to some live music and have a good fucking time. Aside from the actual music itself, I think you already said this, but getting out in front of the people again and just having this brotherhood and this sisterhood and this family, of metalheads all just together, just uniting for this one sole purpose of music is, man, it gives me chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, man. And you're gonna be there all 4 days too?
Oh,
camping
fuck
out?
yeah.
My man. Yeah,
we'll be chilling,
can't
dude.
wait.
You'll see on my camping site with a big old sign out front that says "Suck It Podcast." It's there.
I'm all for
Suck
that.
it.
But no, in all seriousness, guys, I cannot wait for the new album to drop, which drops before the festival. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
We're waiting on the last music video for the album. That once that comes out, it's a title track. So as soon as that's ready, we're gonna get it on out. But
Fantastic.
we can get it before the festival. We're ready. Everything's mastered, ready to go.
Cool.
But if not, at the very latest, probably sometime in September.
Fantastic. And again, can't wait to see you guys perform. I will be there front and center watching you guys, and
For sure.
we will have a good fucking time.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for having us on, dude. It's honestly unreal that you're doing this promotion and, helping out the DIY bands. We're all super appreciative of that and can't wait to meet you in 6 short weeks, man. It's going to be a killer time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I've always wanted to do a podcast. I've actually gotten into them about like 6 months ago, I'd say. I've been listening to like Two Bears, One Cave, but yeah, it is very, very appreciative that you actually had us on here. So
Absolutely. So
For sure, man.
well, this series will continue for the next 6 weeks with as many bands as I can get on here, depending on availability, including tomorrow, another band playing day 2 with you guys, a band called Dread Engine. So they will be on tomorrow's show.
Right
Sick.
on, man.
Man, so this week has been crazy. I had Below 7 on, Blood Red Roses on, Tara Lynch on, you guys on, and then Dread Engine on. So I've had a lot of day 2 this week.
heck
Damn,
yeah.
that was pretty much all the day 2 Rising Act, or
Yeah.
most of them at least.
And then this past Friday, I had Semper Service on. So the last
Right
6
on.
days have all been nothing but day 2 acts. I had 434 on last week. I've got A
Yep,
New
I
Day
heard that episode.
Rising, Forever We Roam, Friends in Hell, Far From Few, and Hostile Array coming up in the next couple weeks, coming from day 1. And I just started contacting day 3 and day 4 right now, so they're in the process of booking. So that'll happen sooner or later.
Heck yeah. Say definitely have to get a hold of the boys in the War Within. Those dudes are from Michigan. I don't know if you heard of them or not. Those guys are good.
War Within, yeah. Which day they're on? They're on.
I can't remember honestly, but
They're on day 4, so yeah, I haven't reached out to them yet.
gotcha. Yeah, definitely good dudes. Good dudes. Spencer's a really good guy.
Yeah,
He's a real guy.
that'll be my
He's a
that's
real
my that's my tomorrow task, is to finish up all the emails I gotta send out.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's a pain in the ass to Google real quick, find your Facebook page, find an email address, and then cut and paste, and then do
Yeah.
the same thing over and over again. Because
For sure.
that's really all I'm doing, is sending the same email to everybody. But it's a pain in the ass.
I bet, man.
But I got to do it for myself. I got to do it for you guys, and I got to do it for the fans. I got to do what I got to do.
Oh show.
Hero that we don't deserve, man.
Nah, you guys definitely deserve it. But
Right
We
on,
appreciate
brother.
that, man.
thanks again, guys. I really, truly appreciate it, and we will talk again soon. And again,
Absolutely.
for everybody else, come back again tomorrow for, like I said, Dread Engine will be on the show. But if not, you don't come back for tomorrow, that's fine. But make sure that you guys check out Southbound Beretta, September 10th, on the Rising Star stage of Blue Ridge Rock Fest. And make sure you follow all their socials for their new album. Listen to the stuff that they currently have out on Spotify and Amazon Music and everywhere you can stream your music. And then, again, September 10th, they will be live on Blue Ridge.
We will.
For sure.
Exactly. And until, guys, tomorrow, thank you so much for being here. Stay happy, stay healthy, and as always, stay fucking heavy. We will see you guys later. Peace.
Face and
man.
hair
Thanks
grease.
again, Derek.
That's a wrap.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
Later, buddy.
Sure, dude. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything, man. I appreciate you reaching out.
Hey, no problem, brother. We'll talk again soon.
Sounds good, man. If I don't talk or if I don't see you before, then I'll see you on September 10th. All right.
Absolutely, brother.
All right. Cheers, man. You take
All
it
right,
easy.
Bye. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you guys no audio.